I'm kind of sad. I just recorded this video and I realized I used the wrong fucking microphone. I used my computer microphone as fucking usual because I'm a stupid schmuck who doesn't know what he's doing half the times. But again, we'll start from the beginning. You'll see the fucking video, and this fucking video is a rant. Alright, and then I'm gonna rant again. And this time it's not gonna be as disorganized or where I have to look up all this fucking pictures because I basically know what I'm gonna talk about. Yuri on Ice, title of the video, simple. Yuri on Ice is not a yaoi. Okay? Anyone who tells you Yuri on Ice is a yaoi is a fucking dumbass because they don't know a yaoi if it slapped them in the face. They wouldn't know if a yaoi fucking stabbed them, alright? Yuri on Ice isn't a yaoi. I've had enough. I'm done. You Fujiyoshis, get the fuck out of here. You don't know what you're talking about, okay? Alright, I'm the yaoi king, okay? Fudanshi king, you know, whatever the fuck you want. I've read a lot of yaoi. Read a lot of this shit. And out of everything I've watched, everything that I've seen, everything that could be suggestive, yaoi bait, whatever the fuck it was, Yuri on Ice is one of those shows where even to the end of the show, 12 episodes in, very end of the show, I am literally still questioning whether or not Yuri and Victor, are they an actual couple? Because they never explicitly say they're a couple. They never actually do anything. There's a lot of tension, but not enough. They mask it in this sort of like, it's sports. There's a lot of tension in the sports. Or they'll mask it like, we have the promise rings, but we're not like an actual thing. We're not going to come out and say we're a couple. Ooh. You know, it's yaoi baiting. This is literal yaoi baiting or suggestive yaoi. I don't know how you fucking created something, but Yuri on Ice created suggestive yaoi. Fucking great, you know, yaoi baiting, just so people here know, you know, is when, and I'll give you an example, and we'll use Free as a great example, because Free is the most epitome of yaoi baiting is Free, but, you know, I still love my Makoto, okay? But yaoi baiting basically is this thing where none of the characters are actually gay, right? Or they won't ever come out as gay, and they are never gonna, like, confirm gay relationships in the show, but they'll bring out a lot of gay tension within the thing. So in where like different characters have like all this weird sorts of like gay tension with one another, like staring at each other, having like heated discussions that have like a sexual tension underneath. I don't know why they do it, but it's to get the Fujiyoshis coming in so they buy more fucking merch, and then, you know, the Fujiyoshis of course are stupid enough to fucking buy this shit up. But you know, it happens, and it's usually in sports for some reason, and Free is the most perfect example. I'll give you a couple examples. You know, here, Makoto and Haru, they had a whole argument in, like, I believe season 2, if I'm correct. I think it was at the end of season 2 or the beginning of season 3. I believe it's the end of season 2, where Makoto's like, hey Haru, you know, I'm moving to Tokyo, I'm going to University of Tokyo, I already have my life plan, you need to get a life plan, dude. And Haru's like, how could you, Makoto? Why are you leaving me here? Why are you gonna leave me here in Iwatobi by myself? I thought we were gonna be together forever, where I could swim and you're just gonna be there, you know, waking me up every day. Like what the fuck? Like, come on. Anyone with half a brain, let's be honest here, I'm not trying to fucking be mean here, but anyone with half a brain can tell this is like what a long distance couple would be fucking arguing about, or a couple who's arguing over one of them going long distance. Like, that's literally what that scene is. They added it in there, but they aren't gay for each other. They're just friends. They are not gay. Yaoi bait, right? Haru and Rin had this whole like little like argument where Rin, Shark Boy here, I call him Shark Boy, he fucking pushes Haru onto the fence, and he's in his face like, and then he's like on him, and he gets closer and closer to his face, and it's almost like they're arguing like a couple would argue, then they're just gonna fucking like have like some real like hot like fucking kissing afterwards and make out section. That's literally the vibe of that scene. Again, they aren't gay. These two, I'm pointing at them. Hope you can see the little pointer there, the plus sign. They aren't gay. They aren't gay, but they still did it. They had a whole bunch of gay moments with these two characters, there's Rin and Sasuke. They had a senpai kohai relationship between these two fuckers, and then these two are just there, fucking around, being a couple. I'm talking about the ones to the left here. I believe this is Nagisa, Octopimp's Nagisa. That's how I remember him, and Ray, But it's like, fuck me, dude. Like, that's yaoi bait, and that's what Yuri on Ice is. You have the creepy pervert Victor at like 26-year-olds romance, or 20, no, I think he's 27 or 28, I don't quite remember. Maybe I think 27, romancing Yuri, while all the Fujiyoshi fans are like, oh, this Yuri here, this blonde one over here to the left, very left over here, you see where I'm pointing? Yeah, you see that little pointer? Right here. Pointed this little Yuri here, saying that, oh, Yuri on Yuri action, Yuri on Victor action, forgetting that this kid's 15, he's 24, and he's 26 or 27. Like, what the fuck? Alright? But of course, they have to have that sexual tension with Yuri, even though he's like a 15-year-old. Ooh! But, in order not to make it too weird, they can just say, hey, it's not actually yaoi, because it isn't. It's suggestive. The most that ever happens is a promise ring, which doesn't prove anything, and like Victor manipulating Yuri with like a fucking little kiss, being like, "Hey, Yuri, hope you can hear this. Mooch, mooch, mooch. One kiss, here you go. Great for you. You're a great guy. You won one of your fucking skates, or you did really well on your skate performance. Kiss." But it's like what, so like it's like a fucking like gift kiss. It's like if your mother gave you a fucking kiss for fucking getting an A+ on your fucking test exam. There's nothing there to suggest that Victor's like, oh, we're gonna be a couple, or they're a couple. No, it's not yaoi. It's suggestive yaoi, or much better, yaoi bait. And suggestive yaoi is somehow Yuri on Ice created it, which is basically like they have all the yaoi elements just sitting there, but they don't utilize any of it, so that they can make it as fucking ambiguous as possible and suggest that there's yaoi going on, but not actual yaoi, right? What if you want a yaoi, Fujiyoshi? Say you want a yaoi and just stop being such idiots. Just watch Given. Given's a great yaoi. And Given is, I think in the show at least, I believe Mafiu and Uyanomiya-kun, God, I can't say his name. Uyanomiya-kun, I can't say his name, too long of a name. These two are a couple, and they kiss in the show, if I'm correct. Or it's to the point in the anime where they barely cut off right after, where the manga then takes it just a little bit further right after. But it's basically confirmed they're boyfriend, right? Like, that's like the whole point of the show, like, going in. These two, I think, become a couple later, but that's in the manga. They'll have it in the movie, right? If it wasn't in the anime, it'll be in the fucking movie that's coming out in 2021, which, this kid's watching, all right? But this is an actual yaoi. And some people are going to give me the argument, oh, but Yuri on Ice is just a shonen ai. They have shonen ai elements. So let me tell you the difference between shonen ai and yaoi. And I use yaoi always because most people don't understand, and I just think it's easier instead of trying to explain it. Yaoi is when they have sex. Basically, that's it. If you have sex and there's penetration shown on the screen, it is straight yaoi and whatever. Shonen ai is basically like romance, except with gay people, and it's like a romance genre, right? Except without any of the sex part. And it's mostly focused on their relationship. There is no relationship to focus on because they aren't even an official couple together in the fucking show, right? If I have to go through 12 fucking episodes and I don't know what's going on, whether or not they're a couple or not, that tells you how fucking ambiguous this shit is. And I've watched and I've read a lot of yaoi. I've watched a lot of yaoi. These guys are the most, and we're not talking about like yaoi bait like free, okay? We're talking about stuff that is like suggestive yaoi. And Yuri on Ice is like the only one out of everything that I cannot categorize as shonen ai or yaoi, because it's suggestive, because it doesn't do any of that. If you want a real shonen ai that really focus on this and it doesn't have the sex, and you want to say, oh, Yuri on Ice is shonen ai, no, this is shonen ai because they are an actual couple that are going through couple struggles, as gay, as whatever the hell is going on with these two, right? They kiss, they do all that stuff. These two have a whole relationship thing going on too, right? That's shonen ai because there's a relationship there to fucking speak of. There was an official fucking relationship to even be able to say that there is shonen ai. This shit doesn't even have it. There isn't any. There is nothing. It's just like this guy's like flamboyantly gay. This guy, I don't know, they sexualize a 15-year-old, and this guy's a 28 or 27 or 28-year-old creep fucking coming on to fucking Yuri over here, you know, with him in the fucking bathroom, not bathroom, bathhouse, and wherever, touching Yuri's muscles and shit. I mean, this is what some fucking pervert creep would do. This is like what all Fujiyoshis are like frothing at the mouth for, when in reality, you know, this is an action shonen ai with cute characters, great storyline, not rapey or perverted characters. It's shonen ai. It's a good shonen ai. This is not shonen ai or yaoi. This is yaoi bait. But you know, even these characters have a better relationship. There's not perverted, unlike this one. Get your shit together, okay? Yuri on Ice isn't a yaoi, it's suggestive yaoi, or if anything, I'm willing to even say this, it's just a perverted show. Looking at the fantasies of Victor as he touches Yuri, okay? With a 15-year-old to boot. As people ship this shit. Like, fuck off. Yuri on Ice isn't a yaoi. It's suggestive yaoi, it's yaoi bait. This seems to be an unpopular opinion in the Fujiyoshi community, and it is. Because fuck all you Fujiyoshi, you can ship all them all you want. I don't care, but don't call Yuri on Ice a yaoi that's like transformative, because it isn't a yaoi. Give the shows transformative. Give it to Given. Given was a real yaoi that I think found quite a lot of success, or somewhat success, more so. And it's an actual yaoi with the characters actually having a relationship. Yuri on Ice doesn't have that. They aren't even an official couple in the show, or they don't outright say it. Unlike Given. Yuri on Ice doesn't do it. Given does, right? It's the difference between the two. So just please stop being dumb and don't call Yuri on Ice a yaoi. It's suggestive yaoi. And anyone else, and anyone, you know, all you yaoi, you know, bitches out there, right? Come on. Someone tells you Yuri on Ice is yaoi, watch it for yourself. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you'll disagree with me. That's fine. I don't care. This is my opinion. I've always wanted to tell everyone, and I always tell anyone who watches yaoi, Yuri on Ice is not yaoi. It's suggestive. And most of the time, I'm able to convince them pretty well. But if you have disagreements, you can comment it. You can respond to me by commenting down below. I welcome the challenge. Because honestly, if we want to argue this, I think you're just gonna lose. Just like every other unpopular opinion I've ever made. I can argue that shit forever and you'll still never win. But I'll say this again. Yuri on Ice is suggestive yaoi. Fuck anyone else who tells you otherwise.